Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me live from Melia, Costa del Sol in Torremolinos for our last report about my trip, the first trip after the lockdown. I hope you'll enjoy it, despite the fact that I forgot my sun cream today and I'm a little bit burnt. As you know, Catalonia, the Balearic Island, and Extremadura have imposed the mandatory use of the mask in all public spaces, although the safety distance is respected, while Aragon, Asturias, Cantabria, and Murcia are studying to implement this measure to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Starting from Wednesday, the day of my arrival here in Torremolinos, the same rule is in place. According to the instruction of the Department of Health, the mask must always be used on the street, on public transport, in hotels, except when you are in your room or you are eating or drinking, when you are walking on the beach or by the pool, in hairdressing salons and beauty centers, in all commercial establishments and entertainment venues, once again, except when you are eating or drinking. You don't need to wear a mask during sport practice, at home, in your private car, on the beach, in the swimming pools or gyms. But be careful, in the last three places, the mask must be carried in changing rooms, corridors, and interior or exterior facilities. And I am very impressed with Torremolinos. Here, everybody respects the rule. The few only exceptions are, unfortunately, the tourists. And that was my first trip in year zero after lockdown. As a very quick conclusion, you'll find more in our next episode. What can I say? Melia Costa del Sol, a big disappointment. Very concerned about COVID. You need to wear masks, you need to wear gloves, you need to keep the social distance, but the rooms are incredibly dirty. The maintenance, it's very poor, and you think in which way COVID-19 can affect the customer service, or can affect the maintenance, or can affect the cleanness. That's something that Melia Costa del Sol needs to think very serious about. Malaga Airport, of course, is respecting all the rules related to COVID-19. Different distances between the seats in the waiting areas. The check-in was incredibly slow. Took us around 45 minutes to check in with no queue, which was interesting. But the biggest unpleasant surprise was again coming from British Airways. Flying Club Europe, you expect the access in the lounge. British Airways didn't send any information related to that. And surprise, surprise, they are not allowed in the lounge anymore. Thank you, British Airways, for a lovely start of our flight. Very close to our landing time in Heathrow, and after 2 flights with British Airways, I just realized that we humans were very easy to train animals. In the way back from Malaga, I didn't have the feeling that was very difficult to wear a face mask or to stay in my seat, or all these new rules on board. it's easy to be trained, and it's more important to accept these rules. And to be honest, British Airways did an absolutely fabulous job. Enough drinks, a nice snack. Maybe if the lounge in Malaga would be open, I would say 100% yes, British Airways. But at the end of the day, was an experience, and flying was a better experience than our hotel in Torremolinos. Now, don't think that waiting for your luggage at your arrival is the only worry when you return to Heathrow. I need to complete another form related to my travel. If you are a resident or visitor traveling to UK, you must provide your journey and contact details, and you must be fined up to £100 if you refuse to do so. This form is more complicated than the Spanish version, and you must complete this form before you arrive in the United Kingdom. You cannot submit the form until 48 hours before you're due to arrive back home. You'll need to show your completed form when you arrive at the UK border, either by printing a copy or showing it on your phone. While Spain works with a QR code, in United Kingdom, you need to download on your phone a very long PDF document. For completing the form, you'll need your passport details, the name of the airline, the name of the company organizing your tour group, if you are traveling as part of a tour group, of course, your booking reference, the name of the airport you will be arriving into, the date you will be arriving, your flight number, the address you will be staying at for your first 14 days in the United Kingdom, and details of someone who can be contacted if you get ill while you are in the United Kingdom. The arrival in Heathrow experience changed a lot, but was easier than expected. And in less than 20 minutes after landing and leaving the plane, I was ready to start my journey back home. That's all for tonight. The last episode will be a full review of my experience in the year zero after lockdown trip to Melia Costa del Sol in Torremolinos. Thank you very much for joining me. Stay tuned on Leonard Myro 1969 on YouTube. And what can I say? Have a good night, at least with some sun, as much as I have here right now.